Hi, my name is Amber Polloy. This is for Module 6 of Human Development. I'd like to start out by going over the 6 different topics that we will be discussing in this video. 1, how does research on life conditions that accelerate telomere shortening illustrate the joint influence of heredity and environment of biological aging? Why are people in committed relationships likely to be more sexually active and satisfied than those who are dating several partners? How does expertise affect information processing? Why is expertise necessary for, but not the same as creativity? What student and college environment characteristics contribute to favorable psychological changes during the college years? What cultural changes have led to the emergence of the period known as emerging adulthood? And last but not least, according to Levinson, how do the life structures of men and women differ? So jumping right into it, to understand how heredity and environment affect the biological aging, I think it's important to understand what a telomere is. A telomere is, say, a cap that is put at the end of your chromosome. What that's going to do is it's going to protect it from damage, harm, anything like that. These telomeres do shorten with age. In looking at heredity and life length and aging, it used to be thought that longevity was hereditary. However, it's not. What you actually inherit from your mother, grandmother, grandparents, and so on are the risk and protective factors. So the things that help you with like your motor skills, gripping, muscle strength, different things like that go into the longevity of your life. Being able to do tasks for a longer period of time will lead you up to success of living longer. And then that's where the aging genes also come in as well. Aging genes, they control different changes, such as efficiency to gross motor skills, menopause that women face, and deterioration of body cells. That all goes into the heredity of the aging process. Looking at the environmental aspect of it, the only thing that I was able to really grasp from the environmental aspect were free radicals. So basically what happens is your body gets in contact with them and they have to react to them. They can break things down. Free radicals, the book quotes it as being, let me grab that for you. Naturally occurring, highly reactive chemicals that form in the presence of oxygen, Burke 2018. So when those molecules break down within the cell, it then has the body to start repairing itself. So free radicals can actually help with biological aging. It sends signals for the body to continue to repair itself. So moving on to the next one is why are people in committed relationships likely to be more sexually active and satisfied than those that are dating several different partners? And that just goes into a bunch of different steps. When you are just dating different partners, you never get past the passionate love status. You never get past just the rawness of it. When you're in a committed relationship, you go through the 3 different stages from passionate love to companionate love and compassionate love. That is going to be the triangular theory of love from Robert Sternberg. Once you get past that, you go to another level. And then you build to another level of that factor. So that's going to bring the relationship closer and more intimate and more real than just the casual, hey, let's get this done and over with. You never get past the surface level. When you're in that committed relationship, you go to many different levels. Moving on to the next section of going over expertise and creativity. An expert is someone that acquires a vast amount of information. usually going through school, getting your college degree, going through different processes that way. It affects information processing because an expertise, unlike someone just coming in, is able to analyze the situation right there, right then. They know what's going to happen because they've had the experience, they remember what has happened in the past, and they know how to move forward. Moving into creativity, expertise is needed for creativity. However, they are two separate things. They are needed. Creativity continues to produce into adulthood and not just childhood. It's a little bit different. When you think of childhood creativity, you think of like the art pictures they do or just the different things that they put together. Going into adult creativity, it goes into a more unique area. They go more from a problem solving to problem finding. It's not just a step-by-step process. A reason that it's necessary for creativity to have expertise is because being this creator, you need to have the understanding. You need to have the expertise of what you're doing. If you're a composer, you need to be an expert on that piano. You need to be an expert of knowing exactly what key does what and how you put those sounds together. Same with painting. You need to be an expert on how those paints blend together, how they're going to look on the platform or canvas. So that's how they kind of work together. They are still separate, but that's why creativity is why expertise is needed for creativity. I'm moving into the next topic of what student and college environment characteristics contribute to favorable psychological changes during the college years. Going through college from freshman to senior, there's a lot of things that change. One of the main things is better reasoning. When looking at a problem that you don't know how it's going to end, you're going to be able to problem solve and look at different aspects and understand where exactly it's coming from. You're able to pick up on different strengths and weaknesses of different individuals around you, so you know how to interact with them. Your quality of thinking gets better. You look more in depth of things. You are able to analyze it better. Looking at concern for rights, whether it's individual rights, just human welfare in general. These characteristics just continue to blossom. You get a better self-esteem, better self-understanding, better sense of identity. You become your own person. You realize who you are and continue to grow. And then you have just a vast environment of cultures around you, being able to see worldviews of other people, help you continue to grow and develop while you're in college. So moving on to our fifth topic of what cultural changes have led to the emergence of the period known as emerging adulthood. The two main reasons: wealthy families and individuals searching for more education to further their careers. Basically, what happens is your parents are well off. Your parents have a lot of money, and they say, you know what, take some time off, figure out what you want to do, go have a lot of fun, go travel, go try different things, find out who you want to be. A lot of entry-level jobs now are requiring more education. So instead of jumping straight into a job, these individuals are jumping straight into school so they can further their education so they can get those jobs. The emerging adulthood is definitely a conflicted status or stage that some researchers say that it's not a real stage because it's only based on your socioeconomic status and different things like that, to where other researchers are saying this is going to be something that's super broad. It's going to happen with everyone. Everyone's going to get there. Nations are going to have it. However, it is solely based on your socioeconomic status. If you can't afford to take on your child's education or have them live with you while they go to school or they continue to pursue their dreams or figure out what they want to do with life, then they're not going to be able to have this role. They're going to go straight into working to dead-end jobs and not have this small time frame. They're going to go straight into adulthood with the responsibilities that all their adults have. And going into our last subject or topic of, according to Levinson, how do life structures of men and women differ? Basically, it's two main parts. Women often have split dreams. They have a dream of a career, and then they have a dream of a family. Around 30 years old, people become so preoccupied with their career that they often look for a partner, while women who are emphasized on marriage and family often develop individual dreams, where men usually just settle down in effort to establish a niche in society, to have the title of husband. And that's kind of the main thing of what differs between men and women. Thank you so much, and have a good one.